get into it.
This is Master Shaka's movie reviews, and the movie for this week, The Shadow Strays. 2024 action movie, running time 2 hours and 25 minutes. This movie contains gore, language, sex, smoking, substance, and violence. This is a Netflix movie. The movie opens with a Yakuza gang trying to protect their leader. Because the word on the street is, the Shadow has been dispatched to assassinate him. The big boss pretends not to be afraid. He implies that all of this is just fantasy. There is no such thing as ninja assassins. But every little noise, every little creak on the floor makes the big boss jump. A female entertainer arrives, and all the tension in the room seems to leave like smoke in the wind. Time passes by. The big boss decides he wants more than singing. Still, before he can do anything to the entertainer, an assassin steps out of the shadows. The big boss talks bravely, but he is flatlined before he can even make a move. The gang hears a noise in the big boss's room and runs to protect him. A big fight ensues. At first, the assassin is dispatching one after another of the gang members. Still, she starts to become overwhelmed, and it looks like she will be defeated. To make things worse, the assassin accidentally kills the entertainer. This throws the assassin off her game, and the gang members overwhelm the assassin. The gang's lieutenant removes the assassin's mask, discovering it's a female assassin. Just then, the lights go out in the building. Another assassin has arrived, and this assassin goes through the gang like wet paper. You also discover that the second assassin is also a female. The gang lieutenant looks at the female assassin and whispers, "The shadow of death." Before he can even get the words out, he's also flatlined. The assassin leaves no one alive. The assassin rescues the first assassin, and this is where you find out that the assassin's code name is 13. You also learn that the second assassin is the first assassin's master and instructor, and she is unhappy with her student's performance. It also comes to light that the first assassin has been brainwashed and conditioned. Somehow she's been forced to take these red pills to deaden some of her memories. She doesn't even remember her real name. 13 is disillusioned. She doesn't like her life and the way it's going. Because of her poor performance in the last job, she's been put on cool down. But sadly, she wants to keep busy and do another job. But the company tells her to be patient and that she will be contacted. The following day, she witnessed a mother and son assaulted by a criminal gang. The mother doesn't survive the attack. Later, you can see 13 sitting in a restaurant, staring at her food. A little boy who survived comes up and asks her, "Are you gonna eat that?" So she gives the little boy her food. And boy, is he hungry. The food disappears like it's magic. The little boy starts crying because he knows the gang has killed his mother. 13 tries to comfort the little boy and make him feel better. The next day, 13 finds some random gang member in the little boy's apartment. The little boy has been taken by some other gang members, and she wants to know where he is. She makes the gang member take her to a nightclub where his boss works. 13 infiltrates the gang's lair and pretends she's looking for work. They don't trust her, so they lock her in a room. While she's in the room, she finds a computer and video of the little boy being assaulted by the gang. 13 is so angry, she breaks out of the room and ends up killing the leader and every gang member in the club. She continues her search to find the little boy. Side note, later you find out there's been a civil war between the old members and the new members of the Shadows. And they're assassinating each other. Somehow the gang finds the person that helps 13. And they try to force him to tell where she is. But he doesn't know. Before anything else can happen, she shows up and saves the gang member. 13 kills all the other gang members but one. The second one, the leader, he escapes because of the guy she's there to help. He jumps on her and holds her down until the gang leader can leave. The gang leader jumps in his car and drives away. 13 gets on her motorcycle and pursues him, but runs into an ambush and is captured. The gang leader decides he's gonna beat 13 with a bat. But before anything can happen, the gang leader's father arrives, the true leader of all the gangs. The big boss tells his son that he wants the girl to do a job because he's heard about all of her skills and he wants her to help them. At first, the son is unhappy, but he looks at his father's face and he decides he's gonna concede. The gang member walks in with the little boy and brings him in and places him on the floor. You could tell he's been beaten almost to death. 13 is heartbroken looking at the little boy. She doesn't want to do the job. They want her to kill the leader of the other gang so they can take the money and the drugs. 13 doesn't have a choice. If she doesn't do the job, they will kill the boy. But before she can complete the transaction, the boy dies and all hell breaks loose. You can hear the gang member who helped 13 scream, "The boy is dead! The boy is dead!" 13 goes mental and bodies are dropping everywhere, with two gangs shooting anything that moves. Well, we're at that point in time where we find out if she lives or dies or gets revenge. You'll have to watch the movie. You know what time it is. It's time to run the numbers. say the ladies made me believe the first scenes were crazy. My only problem was the consistency with their ability. At first, the girl materializes out of the shadows. And then she does the Batman. This cop sees her where the kid and the mother were attacked. And he walks over to talk to her. And then two people, one person walks by and another person walks by. And when the cop could see her, she's gone. The Batman. That was cool. She vanished. Seems to be the trend. This movie was so gory that I'm not even going to try to describe some of the scenes. You'll just have to take my word for it. They had a lot of good techniques in the stunt fight. I just thought it was too rough for assassins. In my mind, fighting techniques should be smooth when you're a ninja and you're an assassin. I hope everybody can bear with me. I'm trying to get movie footage in the videos, but I'm fighting the copyright stuff. I'm trying to make the channel better. And thank you for everyone's support. This is Master Shaka with Master Shaka's Movie Reviews. Until next time.